was that. That was good. I just really helped.
Again, when you went to
We'll call order roll call, the pledge of allegiance for the Council Township regular meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, trustee Cox,
I'm here.
trustee Foley,
Yes, ma'am.
trustee Hopkins,
Here.
trustee Royer is absent, and supervisor Allen.
Here. We'll get approval of the minutes.
I'd like to amend, and I don't know which
Past
minutes.
meeting.
So are we doing the June 12th meeting first or the emergency meeting first?
June 12th.
I only have just a couple small amendments on this. I'd ask, under correspondence, it says we have a letter from Faith in Action requesting $300 donation. They care and assist for senior citizens who need it. I made a motion to donate $300 to Faith in Action. Mr. Hopkins seconded the motion. Roll call found unanimous vote to donate $300 to Faith in Action. In the future, all requests for donations must be requested face-to-face at the meeting. The only problem with this is somewhere we need, because we're going to be re-voting on that tonight. I guess it wasn't, we have to...
It's in there, it's on.
Because basically we had to undo that vote because it wasn't on the agenda correctly. Prevailing wage, I just never saw it in there. It just needs to be in there, so it's, why are we re-voting on this if it's, you know what I'm saying, if we already voted on it.
Well, if it covers the second request.
Right, and that's why I want to just,
Here, under
okay.
unfinished business, a motion was made to revisit correspondence.
Oh. Motion was made to revisit correspondence. We're good. Okay, okay. All right, perfect. And then the other one, it's kind of the same thing. Motion was made, this is under the budget. Pending discussion to pass the town budget, seconded by trustee Hopkins, long discussion followed by trustee Cox, being concerned about the amount of raises indicated in the line items under office salaries. Roll call found 3, and it said 2 ayes, 1 no, 1 abstained, and 1 vote indeterminate. Trustee Cox voted no, trustee Royer abstained, trustee Foley's vote was and I guess does it need, I mean, then as a regular citizen, it doesn't, why didn't we clarify the vote then? Why would we just, do you see what I'm saying, if it was undeterminate?
It was unclear, my understanding is it was unclear. I wasn't, really concerned that it was not brought up to my attention.
Okay.
At the meeting, it was after the fact, so it was, corrected post facto.
Okay, so then on this one.
Out of an abundance of caution.
Okay, so then basically on this one, maybe it would say somewhere, I'm just trying to figure out how on paper we can say, well, why were they re-voting twice? That's what I'm just trying to, I guess because it was undeterminate.
Right.
Okay. And then people can make up their own mind with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with these things. Okay. And then do we want to vote on the other ones too? Because the other one I had one.
Yeah, then one.
One at a time.
Okay, so that was
Motion to approve the June 12th meeting.
Yeah.
That's
We have a motion, we have
I'll
a second. Any questions? If not, roll call.
trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins, and supervisor Allen.
Yes. Now the second.
So the motion carried.
Yes.
Can we get approval of the
Move to amend these.
We have a motion, do we have a second? Dan, please. Did you say Dan?
All right, just to, well, I mean, it would be good if he wants to discuss something.
Right, see, last time I made a motion to approve them, and then I wanted to amend them afterwards, so then I said that you said I couldn't, so that's why I was making a motion to, these do need amended, for sure. Okay. The problem I have with this one is, I'm okay with, if you try to twist what I say, but if it's somebody from the public, it bothers me. Here's why. Hopefully it was just a mistake. Mr. Aaron Wright spoke regarding the payment to Attorney Paul Welch again. He also stated that he found in the March 27, 2018 minutes that it showed Supervisor Allen requested nominating Mr. Welch and paying him $200. I can play it if you want. That turns the whole thing of what he was here for. He took his whole day to read the minutes. Nowhere in the minutes
Well,
does it
here's
say
the
payment.
dilemma then, because I watched the video as I wrote this down.
Okay, I'll play it. I'll play it for the board to listen. Here's exactly what Mr. Aaron Wright said, and nowhere in here where it says about the $200.
Email address I found on the website, detailing a concern that the payment was authorized at the regular meeting on March 27th, 2018. In fact, there is something in the minutes for the March 27th meeting that reads, Supervisor Allen requested that we appoint a moderator for the annual town meeting. He stated in the past that Paul Welch has been the moderator and has done a great job. A motion by Trustee Cox and seconded by Trustee Foley to appoint Paul Welch as moderator. Roll call found all ayes, parenthesis 4. On the motion, motion carried. So that's verbatim from the March 27th meeting minutes. This does not resolve the issue because, in fact, this board has zero authority over the goings-on of the annual meeting of electors. So I mean, you guys might as well be voting to appoint the president of the card board. The meeting of the electors, the power is held with the electors. The moderator is appointed and approved by the electors at the time of the meeting, as demonstrated by the actual proceedings at that meeting. And the other thing is, there's nothing in here about payment.
And that's the key is, because when we get into the discussion, that's critical that in the minutes, there's nothing in there about the payment. And then when we get into the discussion later about that's critical. And all I want taken out is just, and paying him $200, because Mr. Wright did not say that. He said the opposite of that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
mistook
fine.
it. First name, I like Mr.
Yeah. Me too.
I'll second this motion.
We have a motion.
So who made the motion? I'm
Motion,
sorry.
and now we have a second. Any questions? If none, roll call.
Okay, this is to amend the minutes from the emergency meeting of June 19th, deleting the statement, Mr. Welch, nominating Mr. Welch and paying him $200.
Just the and payment $200.
Okay, Trustee Cox,
Yes.
Trustee Foley,
Aye.
Trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
and Supervisor Allen.
Yes.
Because it's so rated so hard, she drove by herself tonight.
So we move to amend the minutes?
We have another.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Now move to a
Motion to
vote.
approve the, minutes for the, 6/19.
Second.
As amended. We have a motion, we have a second, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
Trustee Foley,
Aye.
Trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
Supervisor Allen.
Yes. Because it's raining so hard, she drove by herself. But the young lady from Faith in Action out, she wasn't speak. Time to give her a chance to get out of here. So she don't have a record or nothing. Come on, kid.
Thank you.
Your name and.
Yes. I'm Nancy Caprillion with Collins of Faith in Action. I am talking on behalf of Christy Hopper, our executive director of Cleveland. I have packets there with information on Faith in Action. I really don't think I need to really go into all all of that, but, our story, actually, is, explanatory about what we do. And on the back are statistics for 2017, if you, need. And also included in there is, a copy of our, latest, Faith in Action, newsletter, and it's actually hot off the press. It's going to be mailed next week, so you're getting it before everyone.
Yes, sir.
The $300 you're requesting, is that designed specifically for something, or is it just for your overall mission?
What we're going through is, we're changing, right now, sort of transition. We are, under the sponsorship of the Collinsville Area Ministerial Association, CAMA, and we are changing to our own 501c3. And in the transition period, and we will be getting it in a few weeks. We finally got word. We had to make a few changes. And in the transition period, it's been, the funding has been lessened because grants that we applied for, they said, you're exactly the kind of organization that we fund to, but we need you to submit after you've gotten the full 501c3.
That's
Yes.
fine.
So that's why
I'd like
we
to
need
I'd like
that.
to thank you for coming tonight and sharing your voice, because we commented last meeting, we'd like to see the people that are asking for
Oh,
money.
of course.
Some face time.
We
It's
didn't
just 20
realize
seconds.
that.
You know what? I mean, in the past, I don't think it's ever been requested. But I think
No,
a lot of
we've
members
never
of this board-
requested them.
Right, we just think that that's the least we can ask, and we appreciate you taking time out of your evening.
It is, we have no problem.
And
with that.
just for
Yes.
anybody else that doesn't know, because I didn't know a whole lot, to be honest with you, you know, anybody that can't read this, what do you guys do?
What we do is,
First of all, how many years have you been doing this?
first of all, because we're very proud of this, 20 years. This is our 20th year anniversary. And for Faith in Action, not just in Illinois, but all over the country, that is an accomplishment. A lot of them have been closing. And it's due to the fundraising. It's very difficult these days. But what we do is we serve seniors and adults with disabilities in the Unit 10 Collinsville District. So that's Collinsville, Caseyville, Maryville, State Park, and we do parts of Fairmont City. Mostly what we do is we provide transportation to medical appointments, grocery store, hairdresser, barbers, drugstore. We also have what we call reassurance phone calls, particularly during weather time, snowstorms, rainstorms. We have certain of our care receivers who sign up for a reassurance phone call. They want to know that somebody's there. Because sometimes with our care receivers, they're the only ones left.
Can I ask, is there like a time of the year that maybe you need funds a little bit more? Because, I mean, hearing this, and I know it, when my grandpa passed a few months ago, that was the biggest thing that I noticed, that we could do more as a community to help the forgotten seniors. And is there a way that maybe in 3 months, when we get our heads wrapped around this budget, that maybe we can get more? I'm just saying, if there's a time of the year, if it's Christmas time or whatever, because I know that there is some money allocated in some budget lines that I would be comfortable with helping this more, and I think you guys would too.
Well, we can amend some things in that budget.
Right, and so maybe, I think we're gonna approve your $300, but, I'd like to, if it could be reminded to the board in a few months, and then let's kind of revisit this and see what's available out there, because I think it's
Very good.
But I don't think she would have to come back and speak.
No, but I think it's good though, for the
Either
organization.
Chris or I do not mind that at all. And sometimes Christy has a young family. She is our executive director. She's been with us for 3 years, and she really has, yes, she is.
About how many people donate their time? We got a lot.
We have about 120 volunteers donating their time. We have about 200 care receivers on our list. And we go to grants. Christy is our grant writer, and we do get grants. It is important for our funding. We have one major fundraiser, that's our dinner auction, and it's coming up July 20th. We also, around Christmas time, we have an appeal letter. Actually, we send it out around Thanksgiving for yes, send it out and all that. So, and sometimes we do an appeal letter in the spring, because we do need some money for sort of replenishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of our grants is for our volunteers specifically to cover costs because our volunteers will take them to medical appointments in St. Louis, in St. Louis County.
Well, yeah, I think,
And they do not, they are volunteers.
Right.
They get no funding whatsoever.
Will you still be called Faith in Action after you get your
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Collinsville
I
Faith in
just
Action.
want to know what to follow up. Okay.
Yes, no, we will still be called Faith in Action.
Someone else, anybody?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Don't get wet.
I will try not to.
I
I
might
think
wanna
though,
hear the-
I'm going to.
Okay.
And I will leave it with you, or can I take this?
You take what you want.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
And you drive careful.
Thank you.
Thank you, I
Okay.
I make a motion that we give $300 like we did before.
We have a motion and a second.
Long part of the
It's down
agenda.
there.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Oh, so we're gonna vote at the same spot, each.
Yeah. Anybody else on that line? Our public comments?
Yeah. I think he was saying, Jerry,
What's that?
make it clear, but I didn't hear people are confused.
Public comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you just comment on that.
Everyone comment on that.
I wrote this down here, so bear with me, because I work 10-hour days, so I'm trying to get my best in. Alright. I'll try to keep it short.
Your name, ma'am?
My name is Carrie Stoffer, and I'm a resident. STAUFFER. Okay, so I'm going to start out by, I've been watching the meeting, and from what I've seen, I saw a lot of disrespect. And to me, respect is everything when it comes to anybody, and it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what walk of life you are, it's very important. Kind of made me sick to my stomach because I was like, well, maybe I should have been there even before now, but I just started watching this. And I've been my family used to be real big here in Collinsville. I mean, my great-grandfather is one of the miners' statues up there, so we have some history here. And my uncle's probably been to some meetings where he's been a little irate a long time ago. Anyways, I'm going to cut it short here, but I wanted to focus on a couple of things. The people that are at this table are paid elected officials, okay? They're supposed to be representing me and the township. I feel if I speak for nearly everyone other than one trustee, you all should be ashamed. I've watched the way you treated residents who take the time out to attend the meeting. I watched how some of you have voted against seniors and kids, all the while by voting and giving family members big pay raises. I've witnessed over a third of the meetings that has been an absence. These absences are uncalled for most of the time. If you're going to be paid to represent me, please show up. And not only not by a phone call and interrupting meetings with things going on or like going to the bathroom. If you can't be at a meeting, and you're gonna be late, don't come at all. Don't even be on the phone. I mean, it's just rude. Because everybody else is already in the meeting, and they're not wanting to hear it. The general assistant fund, I understand 70% of the assistant fund is going to the administration costs. This is ridiculous. I am astonished that you guys think that this is okay. Even for worse, Mr. Foley and Hopkins vote for 17% increase in the administration costs. Are you kidding me? Really? When you have the chance, we deserve answers and not just how it's always been done. We deserve to know why so many meetings are missed. Why we think it's okay to give over 70% of assistance money to one salary. Why no one in this board, but only one actually, trying to help the township. And please answer questions. The public deserves to know this. I was very disgusted when I was watching it because I had a gentleman that was in the back sitting over here, and I kept thinking, if he's a veteran, nobody's even looking at the podium when he's trying to talk. Nobody. And he deserves that. Not only is he a veteran, but he is somebody who's paying your salary. And that was ridiculous. So I just kind of got disgusted with it, and I'm like, I'm going to the next meeting. I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to go to the next meeting. Because I just feel that even me being younger, I feel that a lot of things need to change. A lot. I mean, we could do veteran things. We can help the veterans. We can help the elderly. We can help people with disabilities. We can help people with mental issues. You got a lot of people in your town that have PTSD. Not a once have I ever heard, hey, why don't we do this or why don't we do that? It's all about who's getting paid and who is going to get a raise. You know, there's a lot of things that could be changing, a lot of things. And I do vote for a lot of things where if you have extra money, you can spend that on the veterans. Act like you care about the veterans. You guys post their pictures up down Main Street all the time, and we post this, but yet we don't do anything for them. And that's a big thing to me because both my grandfathers and my father were veterans. And I don't know, I guess that's all I really have to say. I think that you need to reevaluate what people are actually doing and why are they getting raises? Why are they doing something so out of the ordinary that they're so fantastic that they're above everybody else that is in line to possibly get a raise? I deal with that in my own setting, at my own job, and it makes me angry. And I can't do anything about it, but you know what I can do? I can change it. But if I don't change it, or if I don't ask other people to help me change it, it's not going to work. So one person can vote, you know what, yeah, I want change. And everybody else sitting at the table is like, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. You guys got to work together as a team or it ain't going to work. You know? So I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
My name's Dave Keogh, and I live at 14 Briarcliff. Keoughh. I also noticed that, like the Collinsville Fire Department, Collinsville Police Department, I noticed that crime has grown a little around here lately. I noticed there's been a couple shootings, a couple robberies, and I just think that the awareness needs to be there. I think that we need to do what we can for the police department and also the fire department. The fire department hits really home, real close to me. I've been a volunteer fireman for over 15 years. I not only gave time, but I gave blood, sweat, and tears. I was Guns N' Hoses heavyweight champion from 2007 to 2011.
In St. Louis?
Yeah, in St. Louis. And and the reason I fought in those is because I've been a fighter for quite a few years. I cage fight, I box, so I do a lot of that. And this was my opportunity to step in and help my fellow firefighters and my fellow police officers. Because Backstoppers is a great organization. Great organization. I actually had a friend of mine, a fireman, die, and they stepped up. And Backstoppers made a big donation. They paid the house off, they paid the credit cards off, and they put $20,000 in each one of the kids' accounts for college because their father wasn't there anymore. And I think maybe Collinsville, if there's something we could do for our firefighters and our police officers, I think they need to be put in the forefront, because when, pardon my language, when shit hits the fan, they are the ones in the forefront. And like my shirt says, last one in, or first one in, last one out. And that's how we do it. When that pager goes off at 2 o'clock in the morning while everybody else is at home asleep in bed, we're there. And when it's your house that we get toned out for, we rush to it just like it's our house. Your family's our family. And that's the way we should keep it. So if there's anything else we can do for our firefighters and our police department and our veterans, we're sitting here today, free Americans, able to vote and do what we need to do because of these people. They need a little more recognition. No matter if you're a veteran of any war, whether you're 102, hopefully a lot of them make it to 102, or you're fresh out of war. So, that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Anybody else? Nobody else? Okay. Anybody on the board have anything on the reports?
Yes, now would be the time we can maybe address some of their comments too. First, I just jotted down a few things on the general assistance fund. I really would ask this board, we look at that, we figure it out, because when we first started a year ago, Dan, you were on board with me, you thought that was atrocious, that disparity on the 80-20, you know, and you didn't.
Can I speak for myself?
Well, that's what you said back then, I'm just sure, I mean, if you didn't think about
I
it.
acknowledge the 80-20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The point is you have to vet these people. They cost. You have to have somebody who vets these people, because we can't give it out just to anybody. They have to meet certain qualifications. There's always going to be a disparity. We're not, you know, the fact that we're not giving out as much as the salary costs might be a good thing in a roundabout way, because the community's doesn't have that much need as far as general assistance goes. If they changed the laws, we used to give it out. Anybody that came in here back 10 years ago, they just gave them money for any reason, their rent, their water bill, their power bill. Now they have to qualify. They have to disclose all their income. Okay, and that's what I said. I said I agree that it's a high number, but we're also obligated by state law to vet these people that come in.
And my point is,
So that's what I said.
well, my point is that we can look at this, and there's no reason to put when it's already that big of a difference, okay? There's no reason to put a 17% increase on top of the 78% already. That's one point, and two, we can look at it. I've been talking to people that this might even be able to be contracted out, all right? How much do you think the city of Collinsville would charge? You say, hey, we're giving away $30,000 a year. How much will you charge to go by these things? One of their administrative officers up there might say, well, we'll do it for 20, all right? Instead of $100,000 to give out 30,000. My point is we need to look at this, because it's not right. We got to get better. We can do better. And the other thing is we are still in violation of that state law of 2.5%, 2.5 years. We have nearly $500,000, $470,000 sitting in that account, all right, that can only be spent to help people, but right now it's only really being spent on administration. I want to fix that, and I think we can, all right, and that was addressed.
So everybody here knows that nothing has been done yet. Just so you know that.
Right, and my
Yeah.
point was, once it's in there, you don't have to come through this board for that. You can do whatever, all right?
On that one specific thing.
On the the general assistance for that I got upset about.
On the other ones, because I spoke up about the other ones and say that we gotta pass the budget and stuff like that, but we can go back and amend that back page with the salaries and stuff.
And
Well, that's what I said.
we already had said, you voted yes, I voted no, it's all on record, we'll move forward, I wanna move forward, all right? To answer, some more things that we can do, I mean, both what they said was absolutely true. I know that the township's not involved with all these things, but guess what? Collinsville taxpayers, city taxpayers, pay us. 90% of the money that this township gets is from city residents. We could find ways.
Well, Maryville too, you get Maryville and.
That's my point, city residents.
We didn't say Maryville.
All right, okay, city residents of Maryville, city residents of Collinsville, they pay 90% of the bills, all right? But honestly, we don't do a whole lot in the city limits, all right? And that's what people start asking, well, why is there township government? So I would love for this board moving forward, to figure out ways, if it is holding maybe an event with all of us at the senior center building for backstoppers, a fundraiser or whatever, and we'll match all the donations. I don't know. My point is, we can discuss this. We can do things together and to help people, and instead of people getting ticked when they watch the meetings, they'll start liking us. That's my whole point, all right?
Just so you know, the general assistance takes care of everybody. You know, Maryville, Collinsville, and I'm incorporated. General assistance takes care of that. Yes.
I have a question. Do we have a Veterans Day parade or anything here in Collinsville?
They used to.
Yes, we do.
We
always
American Legion.
American Legion? Okay, is Maryville about that?
Maryville has their own pretty
They're
good.
invited from what I know.
Joe-
and they
Joe
don't
can
show,
answer
right,
that.
George?
I don't think they have a.
They have a legion, it's kind of, because they're having not a lot of members anymore, I mean,
The
older
Memorial
members
Day
have
and
died off.
Veterans Day
The
parade.
Vietnam veterans are
Maryville is invited,
Yeah,
correct?
I'm sure they are,
I know they are.
Yes, they are. Everybody.
I'm sure they are, you know.
Yeah, we have a
They do
Veterans
have
Day
a-
parade.
They do have one, and I know they're invited, and they do have their honor guard.
Yeah, I
It's
want
not
to.
real act for this, like that.
Veterans Day parade,
No,
generally speaking, is actually on Veterans Day.
It's actually on Veterans Day.
Yes, it is.
They have one here, yeah, everybody.
But-
It starts at the park and then goes, okay, this one goes to the Legion.
But the point that Kerry was making is, we do see signs up, and you see it all over, and that's a good thing, but if we could actually do even more help, for some of these groups, we can figure out a way, you know, and, do that.
Very good.
You should celebrate your veterans every day.
Everything, right?
Not just on Veterans Day, and not just hanging their pictures up, but you can do that all year long if you wanted to. Just celebrate them, because they're the ones, they're the reason why we're here.
Right.
Another good one would be Habitat for Humanity, because Habitat
Right.
for Humanity puts a lot of, gives, you know, when they're done, and stuff like that, gives homes to needy or to veterans or, as you said, people with PS.
Two other things on the report by trustees. I don't know if we should do anything with this, but the vote to allow trustee Royer by phone, I don't know if the term is illegal, but it was seconded by trustee Foley, who was actually on the phone. And, am I correct on that, Jack? You can't have people on the phone making a motion and seconding a motion for somebody else by phone.
They can't move or second for their own participation.
Right.
They have no bearing on whether they vote or second on someone else.
Right, no, but what I'm saying is, the motion was made by Mr. Hopkins that Mr. Royer could attend by phone. It was seconded by Mr. Foley, who was on the phone.
Right, and that's exactly, so Brandon could not second it, because it had to do
Right.
it himself. But whether, because Mike had already been allowed to attend by phone, his attendance is basically on par, even if anyone else is here, so he can move or second.
I was told different by another attorney, and I'll talk to you later about that. So, I mean, but it's not a big deal, I just wanted to bring it to the board's attention. And then also, I was also told that, and again, lawyers have all kinds of different, you know, but stated by Dan that we need to go into executive session to determine a raise. I understand the way that we may go into executive session, opposed to like we shall, all right? The point is that people know what a public person makes. It's public, it's for the public to know their money, okay? My point is, we could go into executive session. We don't have to by law, the way it was stated at the meeting. That's what I was told.
So that's partially wrong. If it has anything to do with topics that would be covered by the Personal Records Review Act, we can't have a public meeting about something that's probably part of someone's private personnel file, that they can't do that. So it is a situation dependent.
Okay, we'll talk, yeah, we'll figure that out, because when it comes about. I think that's all I had, and then trying to think of how to go about getting it on the agenda where we can actually discuss some of the things that we've talked about, some ideas. Do you have any idea on how to, about if it's backstoppers, if it's,
So if you're
faith in
asking for my
action?
input,
Yeah, I mean, I kinda am here because, or Dan, I mean, do you have any ideas?
Let him go, let the attorney go.
there is nothing stopping you from drafting an ordinance or anything to put on the agenda and vote on. And honestly, that's how legislation is done. The individual members can draft legislation or proposed ordinances by themselves, or they can work with others. The way this never works is for them to wait to come to a meeting and then just point out problems.
No, we're not doing that. My point is, I'd like this board to come to an agreement where, hey, in August, we're gonna have a brainstorming session and figure out ways to help with the GA, help with other things. I'm just trying to get something accomplished actually tonight. That's all I'm saying.
There's nothing prohibiting the brainstorming session. But you're asking me how to.
I guess I'm asking how to get these guys on board.
You're asking me how to
Put it on the agenda.
Okay, I'd like it on the.
It's gotta be on the agenda.
Right, no, I'm just,
Yeah.
okay, so I'd like it on the agenda for, like the first meeting in August.
I think I'm gonna
Next
take
meeting.
us backstoppers. If I'm mistaken.
Oh, you wanna go to August, not July?
Well, I mean,
July 10th is the next meeting.
I just wanna I would just love, I'm gonna be involved, I'm just making sure that, we have the 10th, 24th. Could be the 20, I mean, do you guys have any input?
With that.
What date would you like to have it?
We wanna have a brainstorming session where we can talk about, the general assistance funds. That will give me a little time to do some investigation, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out ideas to bring to the table. I just don't wanna do it right this second.
So a productive start would be also to review the township code, examine what is and is not proper use of the township.
Right, that's what I'm saying, the board's gonna need
Because
time to look
not all
at.
charities that we discussed are necessarily going to be proper.
A lot of the stuff will not be able to come out
proper
of general assistance, we already understand that. We went through that last year with the juvenile program. So, let's put it on for, July the 24th.
And what do you want, brainstorm,
Uh,
fundraising ideas?
Get, different ideas are general assistance, just brainstorm general assistance, how to better serve.
Discuss general assistance options.
Yes.
Just general assistance, or you wanna do others too?
All right, it was an idea, Dan.
I don't think I close it out there, just say general assistance, if we're gonna brainstorm about it, the things that we did say,
I would just say
brainstorming
discussion
other
of,
topics.
of donation possibilities. How's that sound? Discussion of donation possibilities. That covers a
Wait,
broad
hold on a minute.
spectrum.
But also understand that no final action can be taken on an agenda item, it just says brainstorm session.
Right.
It's sort of vague.
Yes, those that have to come up at another meeting. Any other?
That'll give us time to.
You want to do it on the 24th?
That's what he said.
Any other officer like to comment on anything?
Mike, what was it?
It's on the, agenda. I'd like to see us out of, the senior budget and/or you could make a little bit of a line item transfer out of the town budget. Just one thing to help the seniors out down at their bingo on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays and stuff like that. They don't pay a whole lot when they come through the door for their cards and stuff like that. But the money is decreased, what can be paid out and stuff like that. And then most games are just being paid $1. I think we can raise that up. Make
$1
make
per
it-
what?
Per bingo,
Oh, per bingo.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I agree, it needs to be higher than $1, but
I don't wanna go in out.
I don't wanna make it
outside.
like the Knights of Columbus bingo.
No, we don't want to compete with that.
Because, well, here's the problem, you're gonna have people just come for bingo and try to win money. Okay, it's an activity, but I think we need to make it more fun, more money. I mean, we were joking one time about, I think you and I were, about let's make $10,000 jackpot.
Well, I'd like to get
But I don't wanna do that, because, what's that?
I'd like to get a big donation from one of these big
Well-
places, because they got money, and
That's fine, but I mean, I think if you make it too big of money, you're just gonna have people coming for the bingo.
There's some statutory limits on how big of a we can make.
Right, and we don't want to get too big anyway.
No.
Can you ask to maybe bring a, maybe.
He's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
talk about it.
And I would actually love to say something about that. I'd like to start by saying that the mission statement of the senior center that was in place before I started is empowering adults 50 plus in Collinsville Township for independence, healthy aging, social connection, and lifelong learning. I completely disagree with spending any money towards bingo. They don't need it. I don't think that we need to encourage senior citizens to gamble away what little money they have, unless you want to have more people down here asking for help. If you want to direct money towards the senior center, I've been asking for dumbbells since the first week I started, and I got some. The class is growing. I want a yoga instructor. I have a friend in Alton who does adaptive chair yoga for seniors. If you want to throw money at the center, how about we look at our mission statement and honor it? Otherwise, you're going to need to change the mission statement to say, we want seniors to gamble their retirement away.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know.
So,
Wait, Dan
I
wants
am
to talk.
passionate about this. I'm quivering with pride.
Stop.
I don't think that it's
Don't
a
go
good
nowhere.
idea.
Okay,
I-
stay where you're at.
I'm with you, because I've always, I don't want it to become about the money. But I want to, on the next meeting, under new business, I want you to bring a list of what you need and how much it's gonna cost. Okay?
Yep.
You bring it to us, what you wanna do, what the cost to, yeah. We need those numbers, but I'll stop by and work with you and show you what we need to put it on the agenda, and then we'll bring it over here. But, yeah, now, what kind of dumbbells, like what weights do you need? Because, I mean, there's not too many, or how many do you need? I mean, I may go buy them out of my pocket.
I was gonna say, I've had some people come with like 3 pounds. I have one set of 4 pounds. I only have a couple of 2 pounds, and I only have one set of 1 pound.
So,
And honestly, I don't need anything above a 5 pound because
So
the
you need-
seniors that I'm working with are super seniors.
you need pairs of those, like
Yes.
1 pound, 2 pound? How
Like
many
that.
sets of those?
Ideally, I would really like to see at least 10 of each. Now, I have, like I said, I have some of those, and the class is growing. I mean, I've only had class 3 times, and already 10 people are coming, which I came from a very large center in Alton, and there were classes that never had more than 20 in it, and it was still considered a successful class, and they were in place for years.
Yes, anybody can.
I don't know what I can get and how much I can get of it, but I work at a recycling place, and people throw waste away continuously. How do I get them to,
I will come to
Like
you.
3 pounds, 5 pounds, but that's.
most of the stuff that I get weighed 5 pounds are like the plastic coated ones. Is that okay with you?
It's totally fine. I don't think that it has to be a pretty shiny set of on that.
You can
We
drop
can
them off
bedazzle
right
them.
here.
Yeah, we can
Maybe.
bedazzle them.
You know, I mean, as long as they're not
Good.
gross,
Right.
you know, some of the old plastic
You could
ones
always-
get sticky.
right.
And if, as long as I can, and I mean, all the ones I've gotten in so far, I've sanitized and used them, but, and, I mean, and the township did provide, funding to give me some starter. I mean, in fact, we went and bought out what was on the shelf at Walmart that day. There wasn't a lot, so that I could start my class, but
I actually get it pretty cheap. I get it for scrap price,
that's what
and that's like
Cause I mean, on a good day,
Yeah, we got a lot of that.
dumbbells are usually about $1 a pound on a good day. And,
I get them for like 62 cents a piece,
yeah,
about a
so,
pound a piece.
it's like, you know.
But that
for-
list, and
They
Dan,
kinda
I think
hand-pick 'em,
everything,
yeah.
It's
any,
like-
anything
I just-
that needs to be done at that senior center, bring that list.
there's, my mind is swimming with so much that I wanna do, and, you know, bringing craft classes in, and bringing, I mean, things that draw out, we already have people who come to bingo winning $1 or $2, they're already coming.
Right.
They're not lonely. I want to reach the women and men that are sitting at home and they're lonely.
Well,
They're
we wanna give
alone.
you the tools, we gotta make sure
We
that we
need-
give you the tools to do that.
You know what?
So that's why you
We-
retire, because you have that passion.
I
This is the first
so
I'm hearing it,
passionate
so.
for them, yeah.
I'm-
Well,
Who actually runs your bingo?
Yeah.
generally it's, Mike volunteers and comes down and calls. And there's a volunteer who actually, she plays bingo, but she also sits up and, collects their money for their cards and, does the cash out. And then when either one of them is not there, then it's me. And, I try to, get,
Do you ever go to the farm and all that?
I don't go to bingo at all, I don't.
Do you know that basically ran by volunteer fire departments?
Yeah.
I used to work that.
And we don't wanna interrupt with their deal, because our deal is kind of.
No, but what I'm saying is if you need help,
Right.
if you could just reach out to a couple of the volunteer fire departments,
Good
they
idea.
would be more than happy to come by, because we already know how to do it, because we got to sign Thursday
I'll
night.
nominate him.
You know, and it's so funny because I was just having this discussion with my mom over dinner tonight. Who likes to volunteer for bingo? Like, who can I reach out to?
Reach
Because
out to the volunteer fire departments.
I've been doing it, and I'm happy to do whatever needs to be done there, but I can't host every program, answer every phone
Right,
call.
right.
You can't do it all.
Plan everything. It's one person, and if we want it to be a great center that gives the seniors in Collinsville what they deserve to have,
Right.
what they need to have for their health,
Right.
you know.
When I was with Cottage Hills, our night was Thursday night, and we go down and basically, we would help sell the cards, then we put our aprons on, and we'd have money in our aprons, and we would be paying out the winners. So basically, all they needed, they had guys there calling the bingo and calling it back. And then all the fire department got, I think they got like, I don't know, like $50. We had like 8 guys there, and basically that went to the fire department to buy gear, hoses, repairs on the trucks, stuff of that nature. So it really didn't go in our pockets. But the firemen got free soda and a couple of free hot dogs.
Right.
I mean,
No, it was
but,
no
I mean,
For everybody.
yeah, it was good for everybody. So if you need some help doing that, I would reach out to some of the volunteer fire departments, because they already know how to run bingo, because they do it down there. There's no reason why they can't do the same thing for you guys.
Thank you, but we better move on now,
Okay.
but don't worry, we'll work with you kids.
I know you will.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, I mean, I've only been there for a month. We're getting things going.
And
it's
she's
just
doing a
gonna
wonderful
take some
job.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll withdraw my thing to see for the increase. It's a good thought, it's only, raise it like $1 a bingo.
Most of the kids are lunch free, so.
Nobody else has anything tonight?
Not on the table.
Okay, moving on to appointments, we have nothing tonight. Under correspondence, we have nothing. Larry, Larry's on council today. You don't have nothing right now, do you? No.
Terry,
No, yes, sir.
the people in the audience know my agenda, there's a letter from the concerned township president that wasn't signed by them, it's just signed anonymously. We're not gonna read anonymously, there's in my opinion. I mean,
No.
I'll make a motion to dispense with that letter, if we have to.
Right.
So,
And for now on, if we're getting, it's not signed, we ain't gonna bring it up.
Right.
Well, again,
We'll
I
start
think
reading
if they wanna,
anonymous letters.
if anybody wants, and I encourage everybody, if you wanna say something, if you have ideas, just like these folks did tonight, bring them to the board, bring them to us.
Just come see us.
Sign your letter.
Thank you
Right,
very
sign
much
your
for
letter.
doing what you did. You did a wonderful job, both of you. Yeah.
Just know this is a great town, we're gonna do what we can do.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the firemen. Okay. On transfers, we have nothing tonight. Treasurer's report, and approval of bills. General assistance bills for $5,692.77.
We'll have to wait for mine.
Okay. That's all right, you know you want to.
It wasn't the flushing.
Oh, to tell you, Sunday we went to a birthday party for my father's cousin. He was 100, and he was a veteran also. He went on one of the trips, and they took him on.
You actually have that kind of open business here now.
It is. Jeremy Sampson, Barrel Beard and Tattoo.
Oh.
He's an amazing
The Ryan
veteran.
Road.
He just posted a video. He was in a platoon and 18 of his men died. And he was crying. He was the only one that made it. And he was crying in this video. He has a PTSD dog, and he's a great man. He's a great asset to town.
Yeah, thank you for bringing it up. And moving on again to the general assistance bills for $5,690.77. Do we have a motion? Moved by Dan, second by Mike. Any questions? If none, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
supervisor Allen.
Yes. The road fund, road and bridge fund.
Motion carried.
I'm sorry, motion carried, thank you. Road and bridge fund bills for $78,459.39. Mike? Dan? I'm sorry. Right now we have Mike again. Okay, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
supervisor Allen.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Moving down. Town fund for $73,296.19. First, second, second by Dan. Any questions? Is there a roll call?
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
supervisor Allen.
Yes.
Okay, motion
Okay. We're going to continue to bring up tonight. The Congo, Alpha Fund, we have $220 worth of handling and $80 to, city council.
We need to vote on it, or is it just been advertised? It's not taxable.
No,
Yeah,
no, because this is our Alpha Fund. $80 to the city and $50 to the mayor. Okay, that's different for people that need assistance.
That's people that don't qualify for general assistance.
Yeah, they qualify for general assistance, right? Yeah. They're like borderline people. Really in bad shape, they go over the hill, you know. Yeah, it's a tough situation.
And that money is from donations from,
Yeah, that's all donated, that's all donated money, that's not taxpayer money. Yeah. Oh, okay. Looking at the other funds. Move on. Unfinished business. Randy Mitchell, speaking to Dan Hopkins right now. You're Randy Mitchell.
Oh, about parking lot? No, I was talking, he, on the improvements out here, they put that window in for people when they come in.
He's with AAI Camp.
Yeah, he's the architect, and essentially what he gave us is that they have to remove the water fountain and put a water cooler out there. I think he wanted to make sure the board was okay with that.
And this is to do, to the bulletproof glass?
Well, just the windows that can pass papers through and things.
Oh, okay.
And then, right, and then the doors could have the electrical ends they need, that way maybe they can do some business through the window if they have to. You know,
We haven't totally approved.
no, but that's all part of the planning stages. He doesn't want to plan it if we're not okay with doing like a water cooler out in the lobby.
It's about the only way we can do it.
And he said,
Well, if we wanted to do it.
if we wanted to do that. But the point is that he suggested we contract for the water. I know that people in the office go to Sam's almost monthly or weekly.
Yes.
Once we buy the cooler, we can just buy the bottles at Sam's. In fact, I think they're even putting you can go to Shop and Save or Schnucks and fill your water bottles if you want to do that too. But he just wanted to brought up with the board, talk about the water cooler.
You kind of know my feeling on that right now. I mean, but I just think that there's better ways to spend the money right now than dressing up our entrance.
Well, no, it's not for dressing up.
Security.
It's, anybody could walk in now with a gun and shoot anybody.
Well,
I mean, they could.
Well,
right, but I
Derek's
mean.
argument has been, and I'm not trying to speak for him, but
Okay.
he said City Hall doesn't have one. You don't protect City Hall employees, is my point. Like, you know what, I want to protect our employees to the best of our ability and give them all the tools to stay safe.
See, we get the people that are poor out, and some qualify and some don't, but they think they qualify. And these people are.
My point is, we don't deal with any money. Up there, they're dealing with water bills, they're dealing with all this, and so, I'm not totally against it, you know that. I just wanna see the numbers, I wanna.
We're gonna bid it and see where it lands.
Right.
So,
But what you gotta understand is some of these people get outrageous.
I've
Because
seen
they're-
our rate.
Right. We're up there, they know they gotta come in and pay their bill and they walk out. Sometimes we fit a lot worse than that, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much
Okay.
on that.
Yeah,
That's all different things that the city, that we're doing out there. Anything else?
There was something at the bottom of this, was to the senior center freezer refrigeration,
Oh, right.
that's actually part of that bid package. As an alternate, to look at a walk-in cooler, walk-in freezer, compared to the cost of the 3 doors that are just, be on wheels.
She has got to have a freezer coming up as quickly as possible.
you know,
Hey,
we put
hey,
in the
Vicki,
budget
could you
last
come
year.
here a minute?
Yeah,
Let's speak
so-
about those freezers and,
Well,
Linda,
have you got prices?
that's you.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, we got some prices, with 3 doors. And we kinda like that idea of these 3-door deals.
Yes, with brands.
This is the pictures that he sent, we went to Franklin, pictures, and he, gave some prices, gave us prices on the True, and, which are made over in St. Louis.
Right.
And then he gave us prices on import ones. He also that day called and got prices on scratch and dent, which we're not gonna see it anyway, it's gonna be in back rooms, that scratch or dent is not gonna matter. So pretty much for a 3-door, cooler, refrigerator's like $4,300, freezer's like $5,300 for the scratch and dent.
I missed what you said. What was it?
$4,300 for the refrigerator, $53, I think, for the freezer. But that's
So we
need scratch and dent?
Scratch and dent one.
And those are both 3-door.
But do they come with warranties?
Yes, 5
Oh,
years.
yes.
They're 5-year,
I'd rather buy the True that was made in the US.
and that's what the scratch and dent was that he got a quote on.
And what was the new, no scratch and dent? Do we know?
It's about, $800 difference.
Cooler's 48 without scratching. Cooler's 42.35. We just need a freezer right now, right?
Yes.
So it's 59.53. So it's a 53.35.
That is,
53.35 for the freezer. But you have one go out, is that what happened?
yeah, the whole chest freezer.
What was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, and, yeah, she had
So
chicken,
she almost lost
chicken
her
and
lunch
stuff in
stuff.
coolers, I mean, we brought it down here and put it in the deep freeze, we had here.
Yeah, we just lucky we had room out here.
No, I know,
Put
but
it in the
we,
deep
yeah.
freeze here.
I know it is, so let's put it on the agenda and we'll vote on, because we can't,
It's under unfinished
I'll
business.
put Okay.
So then let's vote it,
The
yeah.
scratch and dent, he called.
Yeah,
it.
we'd
They
like
have
to vote on
both
that tonight if we can,
refrigerator
yeah.
and freezer in, whenever he,
I will make a motion that we purchase the Scratch and Dent True brand, made in USA freezer, from that vendor.
Are we gonna do both tonight too? Are we gonna do the freezer and the?
You wanna do both?
well,
I think it's a good idea.
According to code, the other refrigerator that's in the electric room's not supposed to be in there. Those have to be in the other room, and it would be more energy efficient and everything if you do.
How much is, what's the 53, what, 35?
53, 35, and 43. I know on the estimate that you guys had from AEI Campbell as far as the walk-in cooler was 35,000.
Right, that's what
So
I'm
this
saying.
is like 10,000 for this, which would work.
For the pair, right?
Yeah, it would work for everything, so.
96,
There's also a
96,
place
70?
in, what's that furniture store that you get all that stuff in the house?
It used to be the classic car place down there off of 111 in Fairview.
They
Or no, Fairmont.
they get, that guy that's in there, he gets like freezers and, I mean,
Yeah.
you check their
I mean,
kids, their
when
scratch
we
and
went
dent,
up, we went up there and they had
you know,
like
Right.
Dollar
perfectly
General
good.
things
I
and
mean,
stuff,
but there's no
we just
warranty,
tried to
but-
get something like this have a
Oh,
5-year
oh,
warranty.
Right.
I'll amend
Two
my
of them on
motion.
money,
Yeah.
we got the money in
It's
the.
96, it's been budgeted, it was budgeted
Right,
last year.
Last year.
I'll amend my motion to buy the, freezer and the refrigerator, the true scratch and dent model.
Second,
And they're new scratch and dents, right?
Yes, they are.
Right.
with
Full
the-
warranty, that's what I want. They got 3 year
Uh,
warranty.
Scott said they're full warranty, 5-year for the, everything, and 3-year for the compressors. And that means they'll pick them up, deliver them, plug them in for us,
Right.
set it up, and we don't have to pay.
The other reason I went with the true is we need everything parts down the road or across the river. But right, to St. Louis, so we don't have to worry about that, so.
We have a motion by Dan, second by Mike.
No, Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By Derek to purchase the refrigerator and the freezer, the scratch and dent for $96.70.
By Dan and Mike. Hey, Dan.
Probably trustee Hawk, trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins,
Yes,
and supervisor Allen.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad we got that taken
Carried.
care of. Okay.
On a year.
I know it took a year. We got it.
Okay, so we're good with this, so I can call Scott tomorrow and say, so
I mean, 110 or 220.
there's special, that's it, the electrician's been working on the electric because it had to be put in that room.
They're running the wire back in the morning.
Yes, they
We had an
were,
argument
they
about
were,
these freezers, I mean,
not like they were supposed to be.
What do you mean?
They didn't show up like they were supposed to be, they didn't call back like they were supposed to be, and I told him, I called him, and I said,
A 2-month
this guy walked in the door right when I called him, and I said.
No, it's what we had.
"This is
Look at all the
time to
phone.
put somebody else.
Oh, you gotta think
You guys aren't gonna do
Yeah,
it.
you gotta think about it that way.
You're getting paid to be here.
Okay.
Finally, we're only paying for the hours he was there.
Did we vote?
Right.
We already voted.
I was just kind of going down this line here too.
No.
The city, we know the city's gonna do them tap on lines and all that, the biggest thing we gotta decide is make a decision to buy that line. I mean, we got the
We can't do
decision.
it tonight.
I know that, but it's something that we gotta bring up at the next meeting.
All we need is an easement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I know.
And the price he can take, because we understand that he owes way more money than, you know, I don't,
Let's-
yeah. Let that sit, yeah. Okay.
And a meeting on the regular discussion.
Okay. And they'll talk about the swords on the same time, okay? Okay, and they'll, like, and,
Oh, well, we haven't done it too
No, oh yeah, we have to vote.
okay, before we can vote.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the $300 for paid in action.
Thank you, so, motion and second, any questions, if there are, roll call? I'm glad I asked how many years they were in, because I didn't think it was that long.
much. Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins, supervisor Allen.
Yes. Now, on the annual meeting, moderator discussion. We have this one.
It's clear to me, that the whole process was done incorrectly.
Well, maybe it's a yes or no, because nobody else in the crowd opposed it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we can't put in place who we want, like we did in that meeting, all right? It's up to the electors, and the way I understand it is, they can't vote on the money, all right, to actually pay him. So, I don't know if he has to agree to it, but I think we should send him a letter and say, listen, we didn't do this correctly, could you just send us our money back?
I understand whatever you want.
Right, I don't know,
think
do you
he's
have a better
obliged-
suggestion?
I don't think he's obliged to give it.
I don't think we should
No,
go that far anyway.
but my point is, I mean, I'm just trying to make it right.
Let's go in the future. Let's go to the future.
I mean, does any of you guys have an idea on what to do to make this right?
I think it's not classy yet, for his money back.
Well, my point is, we did it was against the law with what we did. And so
No.
I'm just trying to, yes,
It's
it
been done
did.
been done that way before, Derek.
But that doesn't make it right.
I'm not
Well,
saying you're right, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Well, then what are you
You might be.
At this time, got
might
kind of
be a
messed up.
whole lot
Before, it
wrong.
was always voted on by the public. It always was.
It was voted on at the meeting, I just played the minutes.
No, not this time. I didn't say this time. Always before, I said.
Oh, okay. So anyway, but I'm just trying, I mean, I make a motion that we send a letter saying we didn't do this right, we apologize, and, then send us our money back, and you guys don't have to second. I mean, I'm just trying to make it right, I mean, because we had citizens coming in and that noticed it, and that it bothers them, it's their money.
Every citizen that was there that night, he was the one that's been there for years and years and years, and they know it's been that way.
So what's your point?
What's your point?
My point is we did it incorrectly, and this is the taxpayers' money, and it was against the law how we did it. I'm trying to get within the law.
But in their opinion, it would be incorrectly, because they knew that's the way it's been all these years. I guarantee you, 99% of the people that were there have been there every year.
Yeah.
I've been there 2 years, and I would only know if it was the rules because you, as the leader, directed us this is the way it's supposed to be done. So as a person sitting in the audience or as a guest to a meeting like that, we don't know unless you tell us how it's supposed to be done.
What I'm seeing is, last time, I'd be betting you stated.
I was there.
That somebody got up and said,
Maybe you'd like to pay the $200 then, or $250 or whatever it is.
So
but
I remember
somebody-
somebody made a motion and I was there. I was there.
Right, and that's
And it
not
was then,
allowed.
everybody thought it was a joke, and literally,
Right,
that's
what
what
I'm
people
saying.
said.
That's not on the money issue to pay somebody.
go ahead.
At the town
Well, you know,
meeting,
Dan wants to
Yeah.
speak. Dan's asking to
yes,
speak.
it was.
Now, wait a minute. Dan asked us to speak for just a minute.
One person.
Dan, go ahead.
Okay. If we didn't do it right, we made a mistake. I'm not gonna ask for the money back. Okay, he did that with the understanding he was gonna be paid, as was done in past practice. I can guarantee you, it won't happen that way again.
Right.
Not with my vote.
Right.
So, I think we learned from experience here, we move on, and, we'll get it right next time. We'll pull somebody, whether it be Jack or somebody else in the audience, to be our moderator next time, and then we'll be able to expenditure money. So,
I still think.
Everybody agree with that?
I have
Okay,
a
go ahead.
motion.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that he's not obligated, he doesn't, it's on him then. It's on him then, if he wants to return the money or not. And just, my thing is just to say, hey, we did this wrong, you didn't do a bad job, nothing like that. It's not, it's just, we didn't do this legally, it's on you if you'd like to return the taxpayers' money or not. And then move on. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I mean, he's clearly watching this now. It's almost on that person, and we could take that $200 and donate to somebody, whatever. My point is, we didn't do it correctly. I'm just trying to do it right. And if there's no second to my motion, it's not the end of the world either. So.
Okay. He has a motion. Anybody want to make a second? Yeah, we gotta get a motion on a prevailing wage. That's gotta be
Motion
tonight.
to approve the prevailing wage for this
That's
fiscal year.
that's every year
Second.
deal. We have a motion and a second. That's just the state law.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the same every year. We have a motion and a second. Roll
We
call.
have a motion and a second to pass the prevailing wage. Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hawkins,
Yes.
supervisor Allen,
Yes. Okay.
motion
Video upgrade for senior citizens. Did you get that in the last two? Oh, this is for the, like when we do our meetings down there, we don't have the proper, setup to do
Okay,
it.
so we're gonna do that down there.
Yeah, we're not saying we're gonna do it every
No,
time.
what I'm saying is, so if we're gonna have all the equipment, then there's really no excuse that we couldn't do all the meetings down there, correct?
We could, that's
That
up
would be
to
great.
you guys.
Let's do that tonight.
I think we need some more information.
I would like to see a bid from another company based on their performance.
Get
with
two
our-
bids.
With our new phone system.
Yep.
I think they've been less than
I have no problem with
stellar in
that.
their performance.
Yes.
It's taken a month to get the phone straightened out, and I'm still getting people telling me they're messed up. So, I think we need to get another bid and, see what our options are before we spend money.
Let's get that,
I agree.
let's get that other bid, get that other bid that I put on the agenda.
I'd like to get two.
Whatever.
Just give us
I
that
just have a
statement.
quick, would we ever do something with one bid? Ever?
Oh,
Would you ever do it for yourself with one bid?
right.
I hope to God not.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But, I mean, and I'm just here, just.
Oh, we never have.
Okay.
No, never have.
Well, I hope that would never happen.
No, it's never happened here.
Well, I hope that wouldn't happen. I wouldn't do it in my personal life
Yeah.
on anything that I do.
Yeah.
I always like at least a second opinion, and there could be thousands of dollars of difference.
Besides, that's against the law here.
Right.
Not by us,
Or
but by
tens
the
of
law.
thousands, or 50,000,
Yeah.
whatever the case
All
may
right.
be.
Right.
Okay.
I make a motion that we table this for two more bids.
Okay. Very good.
Yep, second.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else? Does anybody else have anything
Okay.
else?
We have a vote, Terry. We have a motion, to table the new video system, and second made by Dan, done by Derek, to get two more bids.
Table
We have a
until
motion and a
we have
second.
Three bids.
Okay, trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hawkins, and supervisor Allen.
And we think we can do that in the next 2 weeks.
Well, we gotta vote on it first.
No, I'm saying get the other bids.
We got
In
a
2 weeks.
holiday weekend here.
I'm just saying, I've been trying this for a year or two, it's like, yeah, we can.
Don't worry, we gotta work it on that. Okay, can we get a motion to adjourn, or does anybody have anything else?
I'm going to adjourn.
Motion and second? Yeah. A motion and second. Any questions, if not, roll call.
No roll call.
Sure, we're going to.
I missed
Boy.
something?
They got that.
No,
Showing up, maybe, really did.
Yeah.
You guys can find some high school.
next year or
No, that was
all right.
that.
You're just-
And there was a motion
Hey,
tonight.
I'll remember that if I buy a car.
Hey!
You know, there's.
I knew you'd like that. Are you off?
I'm off.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
the guy who runs.
I get enough there on that, I get enough
But they're
there on that.
count, but you know what? I was,
Break my back.
phone thing come up.
I'll see you.
I was out of town, and,
I haven't forgotten, I know, it's really, I thought about the other day.
We are getting them a bid, but, it's so much cheaper. We're like,
Maybe I did, I don't
leasing it, but I made a comment at the last meeting.
But I don't think it was down there.
2 weeks
I
ago,
agree
we
with
had this
you.
one for 3 weeks, so that they don't get it up and running.
And you
I'll be making a motion to
Right, well, let me give this to you.
That's what it was. I did run into someone,
I do know that you guys have, no problem. I do know the local 309 down here at the bottom of the hill. I do know they're really short on work. They got a ton of guys laid off, and they probably got 30 guys out there that can do Cat 5, homework stuff, and video.
So it's.
And if they're laid off,
That knows.
and they are local, they're on 309 right at the bottom of the hill.
It's Kara,
I mean,
Kara
the problem is,
and Chris Glenn.
you get into the,
Hang on, I get it.
when do you pay him, when do you not pay him? He was talking about bringing in the high school kids, and the union's piling on that.
Oh, but.
And the
union-
the union kind of went in against the
Yeah, but you know I'm a retired policeman.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?